Hey guys, live. I normally don't ever go live this early, but I have stuff like important stuff to do later, so I'm gonna stream now and stuff. Wait, please tell me that I don't have to backtrack. Oh my god! Chat! But I want to do some stuff. Okay. So, as last stream, suggested, we were incredibly not really that good. Power punch, yeah, that's decent. I hate the fact that we only have 15. I wish they'd just give us 5 more, you know what I mean? But, okay. Repel just doesn't do shit, so we're gonna trade that out. We're gonna get some life shrooms. I am mostly doing this because we mostly just got incredibly screwed. Pretty much. Oh, wait, let's just go back to the moon, too. That's cool. Okay, the reason that we're back here, chat, and all that, and also, I have, an announcement to make. I'm thinking of going back to Breath of the Wild. I know, shocker, but I'm thinking about actually finally going back to Breath of the Wild and doing Master Mode. Carmen wants to do Master Mode and stuff like that, so who knows? Maybe I can. Okay, I'm gonna store. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just store that. We don't really need jam jelly, to be honest, because there's actually a good reason why we won't really need it. Because pretty much we could just have infinite already. We don't really need that besides maybe one instance. Because I didn't do too bad. It's just the fact that I just, pretty much what happened last time in the last stream was a very major skill issue. But also just being not really prepared to deal with everyone. That also had something to do with it. Pretty much, well, we were just lacking heals and just some stuff. Like, we were pretty much just lacking mostly heals and because we need life shrimps. Because I cannot survive without them, apparently. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mostly prepare for the fight, since I know what I'm getting myself into. Because what I'm gonna try to do, chat, is get at least 2 more of these, because we'll pretty much need help. I mean, technically we don't. But we could actually grind for a little bit more, if we could get 1 more star thing here. I mean, is there any badges that will actually help us here? I'm just saying. She doesn't even have spikes, am I right? She doesn't have fire. That frees up 4. I'm just saying, like, what we could do here, you know? After beating up phone mates when I was a pure, but we're like, alright, thank you, man. I just try to see, like, what we could do to, like, prepare ourselves, because I don't really have, like, good stuff here. Mario attacks good power by 1, but regains 1 HP. No. If only we had 1 more. Of course it's the P. Of course it is. Plus. No, this would be nice. Decrease the FP Mario uses for moves by 1. That would be useful, so we don't, you know what, yeah. Yeah, the more the merrier, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this one here, because that will save us a lot in just FP alone. Plus, we will be able to, plus we won't really need to worry about flower stuff, because pretty much, because the first power, because the first of our, star powers, Sweet Treat, that power kind of, gives us a shit ton of flowers anyway. So us, just alone having 30, and I'm gonna try leveling myself up again to get 65. Health. So we won't really need to worry about FP at all. Hopefully we won't have to wait nearly as long. Though a long stream would probably be better. Not like it's gonna be that long anyways, to be honest. that ghost charm though. Chat, this ghost charm right here actually, you know, like actually works against you know, against the demon queen, like against the final boss. These do work. So having Mario pretty much just be in here along with having extra lives. So I'm going to, you know, get 5 of those because that would be really good for us to have. Not only is the ghost charm, it basically turns us invincible, and it gives us, you know, it for like 1 or 2 turns. So it temporarily makes us or whoever we put it on in I'm very terrible at explaining this, as you guys can tell. But what it does specifically is it makes it so nothing could hurt us. So having this on when we get like either low or half HP, we won't have to really worry about that anymore. And we have 5 of these, which will help us big time. I'm gonna guess we just take a nap in there, and taking a nap regenerates us, but we can't do that during the day because, like, ghost charms, they help a lot. Trust me. Trust me. I was able to somewhat like they're good. At the very least, we can fast travel there, so we don't have to take the entire night, nap time. You mean belonging as small child? Cool. Okay, I'm thinking, is it over here? I think it is. I don't know. It's been a while since we've been here, honestly. And I was right. Here we go. The reason that we were, you know, taking this because I wanted to see what was on it. But hey, we were. So yeah. Don't get me wrong, I still have a lot to spend. And now, pretty much, what we have to do is pretty much just get life shrimps. Because I want to get stacked on a lot of life shrimps, so we don't have to worry about how much health we're going to have. You know what I mean? Especially this game, which usually screws us with health. And pretty much just in case of like Okay, so I have a lot of life strips now. I have 2 of these just in case if I need to use any. I have a good amount of booze sheets from booze sheets that will let me be able to attack without needing anything. And I have power punch, which increases attack power. I have 7 life strips at the moment, chat, which is amazing. Thank God they let you be able to go back to shops, or I was honestly gonna lose my fucking mind, chat. Honestly, if it did not allow us to go back, I was honestly probably gonna lose my shit. Not gonna lie. But on top of all this, I'm getting extra. You know what? Because attacks use FP. Because attacks use FP. Pretty much because attacks, use FP. I mean, just look at all this. 1 FP, this FP. But granted, Power Smash, that only costs 1 FP. Which is, I want to worry about that thing. Which is honestly really fantastic, especially for people like me. He's gonna heal with that, but that's only gonna be 5, so yeah. Okay. And pretty much just use this. That immediately gets him. But that only gives us 2, which that means. But the power slash only gonna cost me 1. And quick hammer also costing, 1 too. That gives us a lot of good, forward motion here, you know what I mean? We leveled up, and that is immediately going for FP, so I can use my attacks more often. Won't have to worry about my FP. This will make me last a little bit longer, but because I have so much going for HP and not FP, I'm gonna take this chance to go for FP. Because FP is how you use your attacks. So pretty much FP and bad HP are basically the exact same thing. Because you need both to make it work. You know what I mean? Like, you need both of them to make it work. What's this? go in here, go back up there because, yeah. But it pretty much gives us a good amount of level, and yeah. Plus, this is going to be, pretty much our safe haven, which costs 6, which means that's a lot. But again, we'll be able to use this at least twice, at the very least. And we also power lift our attack, which allows us to attack, we're using this, which sucks. Yes, I finally found this part again. Let's go. Hopefully it will actually be easier this time. I really wish this worked, to be completely honest with you, but it won't. And then the super, yeah. Just making sure, if I can find, one that's good. Sucks, but oh well, Now we're pretty much going to have to try getting this. Go in here, and now we're finally going to do this. Pretty much, like right now we're pretty stacked. It's now of how we can use what we have here, Pretty much what I have to do is use all these wisely and pray. Pretty much pray that I'm not, that I don't do anything stupid. I'm also saving here. The second we go through this door, everything is gonna come into fruition. I know. Ooh. But we have everything that we need. We have good FP, good badges on. Honestly, this would be nice if it was, for Mario instead of just for them, but you know what? Oh well. Of course, quick change is a necessary thing, but Flower Saver drops it, so we don't need to worry about FP for pretty much the entire fight. I know, funny. this thing, basically increases our attack by 2 when Mario is at 5 HP or less. And, Happy Heartbeat, which we don't really need. But it restored partner's HP each turn of battle. Really wish that we could have one for, us, but, this game doesn't really give us good shit, to be completely honest, so. Oh, well. This is all shit I got from a casual playthrough. My head hurts. Give me a sec. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Oh my god, it lets us skip. I'm gonna skip it because, I watched it before. You guys go watch the actual thing, cutscene, in my last stream. Pretty much, I am not gonna waste a single thing in the first phase. When my partners get low, I'm going to, move them out. Here we go. Yeah, she could, attack, give her attack boost and all that. Pretty much. But again, our stuff still does 5. It's just she's not gonna be real use. And also that just sucks. I just still don't understand, why the fuck still have, again, this isn't even the boss fight yet, technically. We're still in the beginning stage of the fight. And it sucks because I'm not using anything, and here's the thing, you can't choose if you want to save your thing or not. So pretty much if I lose a life, then I lose a life. And I'm just gonna have to deal with that. All this damage isn't even gonna matter. No, seriously. And of course, we do this bullshit again. I swear to God, it's not even hot. Why does this do, I am not kidding, chat. For some unexplainable reason, my thing just does this, and it pisses me off. Okay, I'm going to restart my stream by, basically shutting off my PC, turning it back on again. This is the second fucking time this week. Damn. Anyway, I'll be right